Number 18, Rock. At forward, standing 6'8", number 4, Scotty Park. At the shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 45, Linwood Gardner. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 0, King. The head coach of your own team. Let's hear it for your Pelicans.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Shea. Alexander, and it's Ross in at the 2 spot. And for the Pelicans, they've got Marks. Peters out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Flanders in at the 2 guard spot. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If 1 or 2 guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Here's King. Pass to Marks for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
SGA surveying the defense. One-on-one fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Holmgren. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans, not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Here's Barnes, following the score by Oklahoma City. Can't connect from short range. Holmgren with it, guarded now by Barnes. Holmgren kicks to SGA. They set the screen. Pass to Enjai. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Let's take a look at Dallas. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, right now for New Orleans, they're playing consistent basketball right now. Just what a team wants to do at this stage of the season. You want to go into the postseason knowing who you are and what you're capable of.
Here's Flanders. Hits it from three-point range. Marks has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pelicans. Pass to Holmgren. Nobody near Williams. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got 5 points so far.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
Here's Marks. Lets it go from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's SGA. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
And the Thunder with the possession here. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Ross with it. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Holmgren. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Well, Chet Holmgren has all the physical gifts you need. He's got size and he's got skill. But what I love is the competitive toughness, the want to compete every night.
Thunder trailing by 6. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with the Pelicans head coach. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And Barnes has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Now, here's SGA. He gets it in there.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Gilgeous-Alexander against King. Here's Peters. Nothing on the board. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. To the middle. He's looking for Bryant and finds him. And that one, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's King. He had 25 points last game. Marks, no good. Now here's Holmgren. Tight defense on him. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's King. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And the basket by Blackman.
Now, this is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a three they can drop on you.
Here's Holmgren. 4-point game. Outside Bryant. There's a good screen. Down low, the kick out to Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to SGA. Back to Williams. outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. And the three off target. Pelicans leading by 4. King with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Flanders. His three-pointers off the mark. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Boston Celtics. Holmgren kicks to Enja. Unloads. The Thunder with another miss. The Pelicans shooting very well. 58%. The offense is forward right now early for them. Flanders the pass to Peters. Here's Marks. Shoots the three. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Njai. The rebound by Flanders.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Hachimura is checked in for Oklahoma City. Ross comes in for Mitchell. So for Oklahoma City right now, Jalen Williams is out there with Bryant. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Ross in at the shooting guard position.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Under trailing by 14. Outside, SGA. From the arc. Shai hits from outside.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Bryant the pass to Ross. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hachimura kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. He takes it in, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, you give Jalen Williams any space, and my goodness, he will go to work.
SGA against King. Out to the right wing. Ross with the steal. Williams against Henderson. Pass to SGA. Three-pointer. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
3 points.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
King with the steal. Inside, here's Garrett. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
King outside to the paint. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
They get it back. Thunder trailing by 7. Bryant looking over the floor. Bryant sets the screen for SGA. Using his size out of the backcourt, Gilgeous-Alexander. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the inside, Cotton uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Njai checked in, and it's Chet Holmgren in for Bryant. King, the pass to Garrett. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pelicans with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more. And here is King. And Garrett now at the top of the key. King against Gilgeous-Alexander. King, the pass to Ramsey. Shoots over Holmgren. The shot by Ramsey, no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's SGA. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
King against SGA. King, the pass to Cotton. Here's Garrett. He's got 5. Henderson for 3. And no good that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 4. New Orleans back in a moment.
The Thunder, 53. Get ready for the
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
All right, fellas, time to acknowledge the players of the week. For the West, Cooper Flagg.
He's been their catalyst when they need a bucket or they need someone to make a play. They know they can turn to him like I could turn to you, Ernie.
Indeed.
Playing the 3, he offers a lot of versatility as well, Shaq.
Ain't that what I just said?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 4-point game. Peters out there with Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Marks in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock is at 3. And there it is for him. SGA's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
King outside. Pass to Flanders. Now King, all sorts of time. Good on the jump shot. King's got 6 points.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ross. Back to SGA. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Pass to Barnes. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Holmgren looking around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the tie. Another miss by SGA. The Pelicans leading. They set the pick. King with it. He's picked up by Holmgren.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And checking out some numbers for him. Williams passes to SGA. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Nobody near Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren, and stolen by Barnes. King, the pass to Barnes. Takes it inside. King against Williams.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. Averaging about 26 points per, 8 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Pass to Flanders. There's the pick. To the middle. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Puts it up from 12. No good from Ross.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal.
King, the pass to Marks. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 7. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A blue guy who can plug in just about anywhere.
Now King, he's got 6. Pass to Marks. Here's Peters. King outside. Bounces high off the rim and drops. King's got 4 this quarter.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a ball.
Here's King. Pass to Barnes. Bounce pass from Bassie. There's a screen. Here's King. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Bryant. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Taking a look at the Thunder. Jalen Williams is out there with Rui Hachimura. And there's Bryant. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard. Pass to Blackman. It's Henderson on the wing. New Orleans moving it around. And here is Barnes. Back to King. Henderson with a screen on Mitchell. They get it again to the right side. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Bryant. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Williams against King. Here's Bryant. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Assisted.
Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Out to Henderson. From outside, off the mark.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Williams finds Ross. Mitchell left side. Back to Ross. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 1 on the basket for Mitchell.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
King, the pass to Bassie. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Blackman. To the paint. Here's King. And that one is hammered home.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Mitchell outside. Bryant in the post. Arms on him. Bryant can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A 3 from Barnes. Rebound by Mitchell. Under trailing by 3. Here's Bryant. Hachimura, the screen. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 17 points here for Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams, lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And that one is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Williams, he's checked in for Bryant. And Mitchell drops them both. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. King, that's good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Henderson against SGA. Pass to Enjot. It's good from long range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And King, here we go. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Here's SGA. Back to Mitchell. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
King, the pass to Garrett. And here is Mitchell. Henderson defending. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Ross is checked in for Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Williams kicks to SGA. And yes, it's good. SGA's got 13 points in the second half.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Henderson outside. Back to King. Pass to Ramsey. The high post shot. King's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Timeout called Pelicans. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Too many open looks from three. Coach has got to be into them about their perimeter defense.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Pelicans coach going over their plan during the last break. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that." The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Holmgren. Williams outside. And he hits from 17.
Well, Jalen Williams very comfortable operating out of that mid-range area.
Oklahoma City, foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for your Pelicans.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this is the exact guy you would pick to take that shot. Beautifully done.
It's cool.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here. Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
The assist.
really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City leading by 9. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren against Barnes.
One of the most valued things in the NBA right now, length. Chet Holmgren, tough assignment, particularly when he's on the inside.
Holmgren hits them both. New Orleans now, time running out. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And now as the clock ticks.
Off the field lights, the fruits of my labor. I enjoy them while they still right.